Extra Abyssosk.
Am I trying too hard? These parts are safe for sure.
Okay, today I will be farming for Bennett's boss material because I may as well start on that. That will be the Pyro Registine.
Am I trying too hard? Go on like this.
I'm not going to have a problem with it. I'm just thinking what team to use with it. Today's okay, can. I think I'll just use this team and see how it goes. So usually when I hunt bosses, the mini bosses, I'll just simply go directly lah. I mean, uh, where the heck is the? Here we are. Ever see flame seed? Okay. Navigate for what? I know how to get there. That berry tree is such a useful marker. Every time I run past, I pluck one. When it reach, when I don't have anything, it will be my last run already.
Shine down into the wind.
Just leave her to
There is no escape. Ha! Now you shall perish.
Wrong team. I need at least one element. Okay, nothing worth talking about. Fodder for at least three of these. That's good. So because I need to wait for the what you call it, the boss to respawn, right? So what I normally do is to interspace between with with the dailies. Dailies don't take that long, but at least it helps with the waiting. So I'm noticing Nahida is not doing damage to the core, so I need to switch her out. So likelihood is I'll switch to Kokomi because I know Kokomi will crack the will crack the whatchamacallit, core. Oh, it's going this way, right? Yeah, it's going this way.
Shine down. One with nature.
Oh,
I
you're
see
still, huh?
everything.
No, no, not bothered. Which way is the balloon headed? That way? Okay.
Illusion shattered. Into the wind. One with nature.
Picked the wrong test subject.
Yeah, yeah.
Shine down. Absurd.
Yeah.
Into the wind.
Everyone hold hands. Time for a light show.
I have a little bit of time for Kazuha mining.
Time to go.
Yes, yes. I thought there's usually another mine that I could use. Hmm. I'm switching out Nahida. Nahida took a little bit of damage, but it should be okay.
Take heart. Victory will be ours.
Checking for boss. He's respawned, so I can just go in for her, for it. Number 2. I remember when I used to take Barbara in, and Barbara will grab the same fruit, so it brings back memories.
Allow me.
One with nature. Inazuma shines eternal.
Yeah, I don't actually need to use the burst, but you know, you sort of have to get into the habit of doing that. I don't know why I keep getting death artifacts.
All the world holds dear.
It's not something that I particularly like. Hmm. Let's go this way instead. Actually, come to think of it, I don't come by this way very often. Oh, I can do a bit of mining now.
Illusion shattered. Into the wind.
Hold the line. The fuse is lit. Huh. Huh.
Huh? What kind of... Never mind.
Wind strider.
Hmm?
Wind strider.
Seriously, Kazuha? Still need to wait another minute. Yeah, I'll visit a healing station later with Naida. There should be a bunch of Ronins here.
There is no escape. One with nature.
Rest and rebuild.
Or not. I may as well level her artifacts up. Oh, it's 20 already. Okay, lor. Next one. Oh, it didn't drop that many. Okay. What the? This one is at least hydro damage bonus. The rest are all more or less crap. Well, if I'm going to refresh the Berserker set, I may as well keep the one that I want. This is EM I got to keep. I think I want to transform the way I am using 4-star artifacts. Or at least retask them because I'm not using the space efficiently. Let's just toss this one. Let's just get this to 16 before we go fight the boss. See what kind of roll I get. This one will do. I think I want to trim this down a little bit, so let's just accomplish that. EM. Yeah, this will work. Crit damage. Not exactly useful in this case, but it's not terrible. Is it back up? Should be. Yep, back up. That way. Third pass. I found the flower extensively in the past. I can't remember which character for them. Does the look use the same material?
Illusion shattered.
Hold the line.
Torn to oblivion.
Oh, that's a nice chunk. To be expected. The luck will turn one. Okay, where was I? Yeah, back to. Yeah, I need to sort that particular problem out too. No, if you want to climb, don't even climb Zhongli's pillar.
Another time.
Shine down.
Allow me. Fire hazard.
Replace my hammer.
And here is why Kazuha is so useful. Oh, he took some damage. Oh, there's a mining opportunity again. Let's just make sure all the loot is taken up. Oh, this is a rich bay.
Wind strider. Wind strider.
Yeah, he takes a bit longer than a dedicated miner because a claymore character could do it in 3 strikes, but he is a lot more convenient. Still respawning, so back to leveling her stuff up. Wrong. if the artifacts isn't so fundamental to the Genshin experience, right, I won't be so frustrated sometimes. But it is, so it's not a great system. Yeah, slots full. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, you saw yourself out. Should be respawned by now, right? Yep. Okay. Last one. No, I think it was Amber. I raised Amber, so I had to have gotten seeds for her. Anyway,
There is no escape. Illusion shattered. Inazuma shines eternal.
the 2233, so total of 10. Yeah, is more or less within expectation. I probably need 5 rounds lah. 12. I need 46, so 34. 4 more. Yeah, I need a total of 5 rounds. So 2 weeks. Roughly 2 weeks. Ah, crap. Crap. Oh, wait. Yeah, I'll navigate it anyway. Okay, so I can switch to my uh usual travel. Okay. I used Kokumi for the longest time. It's just that I like the way
Time to broaden the
Naida
horizons
works with
again.
Raiden, and Kazuha was because of the desert traveling. So that's why I have that particular team. Ah, hi. Was it over at that? Where did I park my boat? Oh, there's an electro crystal, not an ore.
Let me try my blade.
Come on, come on.
One with nature.
I see everything.
Cheap tricks.
Well, let's just park the boat somewhere a little bit more convenient. Even though Inazuma is actually a fairly dangerous place to be, I still sort of feel more comfort in this particular zone. That's a bit odd. I don't recall this being here. But okay. Okay, let's take a stop at Rito. Because I suspect that's where I need to go anyway. I can clear the commissions later, that's not a big deal. Seriously? I'm not sure how I like this kind of talking event.
Today's the opening ceremony for the Warrior Spirit sword fighting exhibition. Come on, let's head to the arena.
Yeah, I forgot. And Yeko actually also, if I remember correctly, and Yeko also voiced Chisato. So, eh.
Oh, look! There's Ayaka and Chisato!
Ah, Traveler Paimon, you made it. Did you rest well yesterday?
That's the traveler, composed as always.
It's important to keep a good mood before a competition. We're in it to win it!
I'm not sure Paimon's attitude is correct, but
Looks like you all are in good spirits today. Everything should be set to go for the opening match.
Speaking of which, are these 2 boxes for voting?
That's right, I've arranged everything. The box on the left contains the ballots for Warrior Spirit, while the box on the right is for the other events. The results will be revealed in the 3rd round of the competition. And given how strong the Traveler is, you're practically guaranteed to make the 3rd round, right?
You bet!
Mr. Onodera, we'll start with the box for Warrior Spirit then.
All right, thank you.
Things are about to start soon! Let's head to the arena!
Good luck, Traveler. I hope you'll do well in the competition.
Well, Miss Ayaka and I should go watch the matches. See you later.
huh? Okay. What? What am I supposed to do? 6 duels. Normal difficulty. I can try. I can't quite remember how to do all this, but okay. Let's talk to some of them. Hmm. I guess. Each of the warriors you have different techniques, blah blah blah. Countermeasures, yada yada. No elemental or burst, parry and horn technique, horn technique. Well, truth to be told, my traveler is not very level. Yeah, I don't know how well I'll do. What? Shit. Wrong button. Anyway, give it another shot. Oops, he's a bit faster. And tankier. Huh, okay. So that's one down. Let's see. I should have all of it unlocked. Oh, what am I doing? Hi, hi. You know, if they're going to take this long, they may as well put up their special techniques. Really? It's very slow. Being thrown off by his slowness. I'm being thrown off by his slowness. I need to get, if I remember correctly, I need to get this under 75, but let's do the pro difficulty first. Let's see whether he's faster here. His overhead is a bit hard to. This is. Oh, this okay. This is just a drag out fight at this point. Not my best performance, no.
Today's the third day of the competition. The voting results for Ayaka's outfit should be ready, right? Let's check the bulletin board in Inazuma City.
Within 75. Oh, they are quite generous about it. Okay, I'm supposed to check the.
Paimon wonders which outfit theme won.
Where? Oh, what? What? yet. Okay, I should have picked up the word just now. Anyway, I'll take this opportunity to.
Whoa, there's already a crowd gathering in front of the bulletin
So
board.
much of picking up the
Oh,
Flex
I
Me
didn't
stuff.
expect the votes to differ by that much. I thought for sure that Masako would win, given that warrior spirit is a competition unique to Inazuma.
Just as I predicted. After all, the case files of Miss Orith is a recent bestseller. Not only is the story interesting, but the book's illustrations of Fontaine outfits are also really unique. Besides, don't you think that Miss Orith's character is a good fit for Miss Kamisato?
Well, Miss Orith is fiercely competitive, but loves to play pranks on others, which is nearly the complete opposite of Miss Kamisato. However, it'll be interesting to see Miss Kamisato in a Fontaine outfit.
You know, the way he said it, I can almost hear him drooling.
Huh? What are they talking about? Paimon's kinda confused. Oh, look! There are some options for the outfits! Pretty Please Kitsune Guji? The case files of Miss Orith? Hold on! Didn't they say the choices were gonna be between the 4 seasons of Inazuma? When did they switch to cosplay outfits from light novels? Paimon thinks we need to find out what happened. Come on, let's find Ayaka at the Yashiro Commission.
Eh? Eh?
Okay, just have the patience to move mountains. And
Do I have enough to. Yes, I do.
I'm terribly sorry. I was the one who mixed up the 2 voting boxes. By the time Mr. Onodera came back from his business trip, the results had already been announced.
In an effort to keep things confidential, we specifically didn't mark the ballots with the title of the poll. I regret that decision now that everything's gone mixed up.
No way! Something did go wrong with the outfit voting!
Traveler Paimon, it seems you've also heard about the results.
Yeah, and we're not the only ones. It felt like everyone we saw on the way here was talking about it. What are you going to do?
Miss Kamisato, we're the ones responsible for this blunder. I'll go reorganize a vote right now and we'll set things straight.
Please wait, Onodera. There might be yet another solution. The poll error is something that only the competition organizers are aware of. The public didn't seem to notice anything wrong with the ballots. Moreover, there were no complaints when people thought that outfits from popular works would make an appearance in the exhibition match. On the contrary, everyone seemed to think it was a special surprise. Since our goal was to generate interest in the competition, the consequences of this mistake shouldn't be viewed as a blunder.
Wait, Ayaka, so do you mean that...
Yes, I think we should just make the best of this mistake. In the final exhibition match, I'll simply wear whichever outfit accumulated the most votes.
Yes, but that will make things difficult for you, Miss Kamisato. Unlike outfits tailored for martial arts, the outfits from the novels aren't designed for combat.
It won't be a problem. The Fontaine-style dress from the novel shouldn't be too heavy, so it won't affect my abilities. I'll try to get used to it, even if it's quite different than something I'm accustomed to wearing.
Wow, Ayaka is speaking calmly, but Paimon can still feel her courage.
All right, I understand. In that case, we'll proceed with Miss Kamisato's proposal. The outfit we prepare for the reader's meet and greet will be tailored and adjusted according to Miss Kamisato's figure. We'll ensure that the outfit is completely ready for the exhibition match.
Thank you. It's a lot to handle, but I'm sure you can manage.
Sayaka, will you really be okay wearing some character's cosplay in the exhibition match? You're not pushing yourself because we're here, are you?
It's a bit strange that they use the term cosplay here.
No, please don't worry. I actually feel relaxed and even a little joyful at the moment. Before, the thought of wearing a fancy dress on the stage of the exhibition match had me worried. I was concerned about whether I would be presentable enough to meet the audience's expectations. However, if I'm wearing the same clothes as a fictional character, then it shouldn't be too big of an issue. The detective in the novel is known for being mischievous and doing things her own way. Everyone watching the exhibition match will be able to experience something new in a traditional form. And that's not all. Deep down, I've always been looking forward to the day I could wear something different from what I normally do. Traveler, not long after we met, I remember you mentioning that Liyue, Mondstadt, and every nation has their own unique fashion. At that time, I couldn't imagine that one day I would be able to experience all these foreign places. But now, all those wishes that were once impossible don't seem so far out of reach. Besides, my mother was always curious about outfits from other countries when she was alive. This time, I will be able to fulfill my mother's dream. Thinking about it that way, this special outfit can indeed be called a surprise.
Huh. In that case, this whole accident with the vote turned out to be a good thing. Well, now that this is all settled, let's get ready and go to the arena.
Yes, I know you will do great, Traveler. Onodera and I will also head to the arena to watch your fight once we've confirmed my outfit's measurements.
I'm tempted to make comments on measurements, but let's not get ourselves into trouble. This one is done. This one is done. Complete challenge 5. Number 5 is the aramite. Wait, just one sec. No, still the aramite. 75 seconds. 115. Okay. Let's see what he's like. Aramite usually can be quite fast. But let's see what he's like. And what's his range? Relative. Well, we'll see.
Your journey ends here.
Oh, that's a damn long range. Timing was off. Still can't get the perfect parry. Huh? Unless it's multi-strike. I just can't get it. Okay. 121, I haven't beat him on. Unfortunate. I just can't grasp his attack pattern right.
Your journey ends here.
That's better. Did my ability change?
Pound it to the ground!
Come on, come on. One second off. Let's see whether I get it or not. If not, I may have to redo that. I didn't. Do I want to redo? I'll just give it a try. Lah. Give it a try, see whether I can get it. Ah, yes, it did change. That's why I was thrown off. Okay, good. I don't need to worry about it so much. I'm not keen to waste time.
Your journey ends here.
So in that case, I don't need to worry about. Just need to generate enough. Perfect parry should still. Getting to this max. Okay, the trick I was using was his powered up attack, right? Has clear indicator when to parry. So I want to attack him frequently to power it up so that I can parry and damage him. That's what I did. That's how I managed to get this win. Maru. I saw this on one stream. He is actually not an easy opponent in my opinion. But we see how it goes. Maru. Still need the money. Like I said, it's not an easy opponent to fight. Basically, the trick is to stop two. Now, this is just taking forever. Five. Damn it, this is a stance breaker. Oh, like I said, it's not easy. It's difficult enough that
This is not the...
it's considerably tougher. Five. What, again? Two. 2 minutes. Honestly, he is very tough. I don't think I can beat him. Let's take a look. I don't think I can get it to 75. I'm perfectly happy to admit it. Okay, the thing here is I'm okay to admit that I cannot. 90 seconds. Okay. What's his? I 75 may or may not. I will give it a try later. But let's get over the event. Get through the event first. Come on, come on, come on. I can't fight with that camera, so I need to back off. Come on, come on, come on. Got through now. Would have been nice if I hit him, timed it correctly. Just in time. He was telling me 90 seconds, but I can do it in 75. Good. Okay. This one will be tougher, but I have a measure of him already. His stance is more human. So much for that. I'll just have to assume he's ready. I cannot take my eyes off him. Second too early. Come and get it. I like this one. It's easier to read. I'm again 1 second too early. Half a second actually. Yeah. 2 minutes, but
Your skills are superb. I've been thoroughly bested.
Ladies and gentlemen, after an exhilarating battle, the champion for the Warrior Spirit sword fighting exhibition has been decided. Give it up for the Traveler! Tomorrow, we will conduct the final exhibition match. The Traveler and Miss Kamisato versus the Almighty Shogun's chosen envoy, an autonomous humanoid known as the Magu Kengo. We'll see you then!
That was a most thrilling match, Traveler.
Congratulations, Traveler. You've certainly earned your title as the champion.
Paimon had no idea that tomorrow's opponent would be the Magu Kengo. That name sounds similar to that troublesome one we encountered on Yashiori Island. Oh, Paimon doesn't think it'll be an easy fight.
Don't worry, Paimon. The Shogun's chosen envoy may be strong, but tomorrow's match doesn't prohibit the use of visions. We'll make a formidable team. As long as we can track its moves, an opportunity to strike back will present itself.
Oh, hearing your confidence sure makes Paimon feel better.
I cannot guarantee that we will win, but we must try our best. If just to give the crowd a show they will not forget.
I can tell you two are already raring to go, but it'd be best to conserve your energy and get some rest tonight.
We'll also be able to see Ayaka's new outfit when we wake up tomorrow. Ayaka in a Fontaine dress. Oh, Paimon can't wait!
Ah, yes. Well...
Sounds like there's no way around it, Miss Ayaka. Oh, if I wasn't busy tomorrow, I would have loved to come see as well.
Ah, I suppose it's settled then. I'll wait for you at the Kamisato estate tomorrow morning.
So, let's redo the Haomaru. This one is need to complete, but I want to try Tamaru on hard, not pro, and see whether I can get it to within 75, which is 1 minute 15. Well, wasn't like me. Oh, yes. Does it count? Apparently it counts. Actually, I thought I'll be dealing Ayaka, but since like they prefer us to deal Makukengu. Is you will have to wait before. It should be at the Kamisato estate, but it requires you to wait until 5 o'clock.
It's about
There's one reason why I dislike this kind of events, talking events. Ay.
Ah, you're finally here.
Ugh, it's Hirotatsu. The Traveler already beat you a few days ago and won the championship. What else do you have to say?
Don't worry, I'm not here to cause trouble. I just wanted to apologize. Traveler, I lost to you fair and square a few days ago. Your swordsmanship is excellent. Each strike was precise, but not aggressive, which speaks to your character. I ask your forgiveness for misjudging you and offending you with my words and actions. The two of you must be here to pick up Miss Kamisato. She's in the dressing room right now and should be out soon. Traveler, before the young lady comes out, I have a bit of a presumptuous request that I hope you can consider. Although the young lady has never mentioned today's exhibition match to us retainers, she has spared a few hours every evening to practice her swordsmanship, despite how busy she is. The young lady has always been diligent and conscientious, although it's just an exhibition match, and it won't matter if she loses. I trust that she will do her best to win. As a retainer, I do believe in her, of course, but I still hope you can support the young lady in the arena and ensure her safety.
As things
Traveler,
goes,
I leave the young lady in your hands.
Oh, that must be Ayaka! Wow!
Sakura on the stockings. That's interesting.
Oh? What's the matter? Why are you two so silent? Is there something wrong with the outfit?
Not at all! Ayaka, you look amazing! You're radiating beauty! Just look at it! It even has the crest of the Kamisato clan embroidered on it!
Yes. Onodera had someone from the family make it over the last few days. I heard it was based on suggestions that the spectators had written on the ballots. The outfit is well tailored and offers more freedom of movement than I had expected.
Paimon can't wait to see the look on everyone's faces when they see Ayaka!
Thank you for the compliments, Paimon. Traveler? Now that we're ready, let's head to the arena.
My lady, Traveler, I wish you all the best in the exhibition match.
Let's go. Oh no.
Everyone is looking forward to this exhibition match. Good luck, Traveler.
Let's take a look at Bubba.
Hey, look! Miss Kamisato and the Traveler have arrived!
Although I've seen illustrations of this outfit before, seeing Miss Kamisato wear it truly brings some unique flair.
Oh, it was worth lining up super early to get front row seats. I'm really looking forward to today's match.
Wow! Ayaka became the center of attention the moment she appeared!
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. The Warrior Spirit Exhibition match is about to begin. Please enter the arena in an orderly fashion and take your seats. Miss Kamisato, Traveler, please come with me.
Are you ready, Traveler? Good. Let's give it our best. I look forward to fighting beside you.
He's to fight a kangaroo, right? I think I have. Okay, let's see how it works out. Oh, really?
My apologies. What an overwhelming presence. Certainly worthy of being the Almighty Shogun's chosen envoy. But with you by my side, we will emerge victorious. Let's go!
Take this!
Oops. I don't actually fight Tengu very often, so I actually don't quite know how they work.
Lightning flash!
My apologies.
Take this!
Kamisato art. Sumetsu! Unthinkable!
What the? Huh? Anyway. I think I have a programming bug there.
Traveler! Ayaka! We're over here!
That was an extraordinary match. I don't know much about swordsmanship, but even I was caught up in the tense atmosphere of the arena. My heart's still pounding even now.
Didn't she say it has to be away? Anyway.
Your opponent's moves kept surprising Paimon, but it seems like the two of you were prepared for that.
Traveler, Miss Kamisato, congratulations on winning the exhibition match.
Kujusara's design is so
Hey,
it's so pleasing to me.
You came to watch the competition too?
But the kit is difficult to
I was ordered by the Almighty Shogun to observe this competition. You two displayed remarkable swordsmanship and cooperation. Not only did you present the beauty of the sword arts to the audience, I was also able to learn quite a bit myself.
I'm flattered.
All of you have been busy with various preparations for the competition. Today marks a perfect ending to this Warrior Spirit event. Your efforts have been recognized by the Almighty Shogun. I must return to the Tenshukaku and report on what happened at the exhibition match to the Almighty Shogun. Everyone, please excuse me.
By the way, does everyone have plans now? If not, why don't we go to Uyu Restaurant for a victory meal?
Great idea! We've been so focused on the competition lately that it's been a while since we've had a good meal. Let's go!
Oh, it's nothing. The effects of winning are only now starting to sink in. Kujo-Sara said that she learned a lot from the fight, and so did I. Although the audience members might not have noticed, there were many moments where I would have been in trouble if it weren't for you by my side, drawing away the opponent's attacks. Without you, it would have been impossible for me to win on my own. It's just as I expected. My swordsmanship is still far from your level. Really? Hearing you say that makes me want to spar with you all of a sudden. To tell you the truth, I've been hoping for an opportunity to spar with you ever since we first met. That wish was half fulfilled today at the exhibition match. Sure. But until then, make sure you take good care of your sword. If I ever manage to steal it one day, your life will also be in my hands. I've always wanted to say something like that. Did it sound strange?
Hey, what's the holdup here? What are you talking about?
We were just talking about having a match to determine which of us is the superior sword fighter.
Wow, you are so serious when it comes to swordsmanship. But aren't you friends with the Traveler? Why do you need a match?
It's precisely because we're friends that we should spar often and learn from each other.
Actually, Ayaka is a little bit taller than the Traveler.
Oh, guess that kinda makes sense.
Traveler, keep all I just said a secret? Nothing. Let's get going.
Yeah, she actually took damage from the Naku Kenki. Naku can do whatever. I'm not sure I can defeat in 90 seconds, but you know, give it a try. Well, at least they got rid of the irritating pause. It breaks through the gut. The only way forward is I missed the kill. $109 is good. I meet the criteria. Now is to break the pro. I wouldn't say it's easy, but it is not unsurmountable. Naku Kenki is a little bit easier to deal with. Damn, I should have blocked it. I'm not fighting for time. I can kill him take as long as I need to kill him. But it's embarrassing if I too long. This one is to avoid. Because that one will break through your gut, so there's no point blocking it. Wait for it. This one could have dodged better, but dodge. Not good enough. I can get I'm gonna give him the burst ability. This one needs to dodge again. Good enough. For win. Okay. It wasn't easy, but I cleared it nonetheless. Technically speaking, the most Mago Kenki, you expect it to be difficult, so that's not terrible. Yeah, Mago Kenki, you expect it to be difficult, so it's not terrible. The hardest one is actually Taumaru, because it's actually very difficult to do it on. Yeah, it's not easy to defeat him on pro difficulty under 90 seconds. On hard difficulty, I screwed up, so I think you can do it in a minute or minute 10. So I just managed to squeeze in up basically. Wrong. Over here. So this event is actually quite challenging. I mean, I don't do Abyss, so maybe the Abyss people will find it easier.
Ad Astra.
But then again, the
Thank
techniques
you for
used here is
completing today's
nothing to do with
commissions.
Abyss anyway.
Here is your reward.
Okay. I should have one with two. Okay. 15 domain. Oh, they count as domain fights. Okay, okay. 20 items. Okay. And then complete a deal with Magu Kenko. Okay. Huh. So I'm almost at the end of the battle pass already. Okay. Yeah, I'm starting to zone out. Not a good sign. Anyway, just to check my combined history. Nah. Okay. So pity of 2. So 30 wishes isn't going to get me anything. I'm still okay. I definitely won't be wishing on either, but I'm very undecided on Uma and Aqua. Technically, getting either will be good. Aqua is a good bow, and Staff of Uma is infamous. It's just that I don't want. Okay, I'm not even pulling for Deya. But we have the Friday event to see what's going on there. I'm not pulling for her, but yeah, I don't know. Undecided. I'm just piling up the primo gems and so on. Okay, what do I need to check? My commission's all done. Yep, trials for me, yep. So these are all cleared. These are all cleared. It's good practice to run through all of them anyway. Okay, now, yeah, I will end stream here, and then we'll see what happens tomorrow. Yeah, I have to talk to Lilo Paul. I'll probably do this offline because the story quest, the world quest and story Archon quest, I prefer to record them to have a record of what happened. So I can't quite do that on stream. So I'll probably do it off stream. So anyway, I'm going to end stream now. Thank you very much. I will stream tomorrow. I'll see what happens. Okay, good night all.